Up next on the Midlife Mafia podcast.
But you don't necessarily associate them under the midlife umbrella because you're tired.
My dining room, I'm typing some stuff up. Next thing you know, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And you know who you're going to hit? The double park car. You're not going to hit the jerk that moved too early.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do? And if they're in the car, what do? Do you be nice and give them a wave? You blow them a kiss? Or do you give them the finger? You want to get out and knock their asses out? Like, tell me. But then I calm down and I smile and I keep going.
Welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast. My name is Christy. Today's episode is Symptoms Misunderstood.
Hey, I'm Marietta, and I understand nothing.
I'm Elle, and I misunderstand everything.
Yeah. Great teamwork.
Yeah, we're a superhero team. The Midlife Mafia is an experience geared towards women over 40. We are going to make you feel powerful, enlightened, and confident about the woman you are and what the future has in store for you. We're three very different women.
Not really.
Putting the Gen X spin on midlife, talking about all kinds of things. We're going to be reminiscing a little bit. We're going to be talking about healthcare. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about some things that maybe your mom forgot to tell you about. Sex. Midlife is a time of change. It's a time of reflection. Most importantly, though, it is a time of growth. It's a time where we can use our past experiences to help guide us in the future because we have those experiences, we've learned some things, and we have a bright future ahead of us. We can make it awesome with all of this experience that we now have. And today we're talking about something that's pretty common, and it's misunderstood quite a bit. Symptoms that you have in your life when you get a little bit older, like around 40 or so, sometimes even earlier or a little bit later, just that's the average. And you don't actually realize they're midlife because they're so common. It takes you to put them all together. You have to be really looking at the global picture to get it. But things like sleep, anxiety, pain, things that you have, but you don't necessarily associate them under the midlife umbrella because you're tired.
You've had them for 10 years.
Right. You're tired. You know, you're hurt your leg in the gym or whatever. You are...
Working the head. You hurt my leg going to the bathroom.
You did?
Well, it happens.
Yeah, so a lot of times you don't realize that they're all actually related due to the decrease in hormones as you go through midlife, or just the bone density loss, different things that make all these things part of one big picture. So when you go to one doctor, they might say, oh, this is a problem with your knee, but then you go to another doctor and they say, oh, your heart is fine, but you're having palpitations. But it's all related. It's all related, but you need, a lot of times doctors don't look at you as a whole person. They just look at the part that they specialize in. So you have to be your own advocate.
You don't realize it either because you go through life not, everything happens. It depends on your person. Are you a smoker? Are you, do you suffer from chronic headaches? These things, how do you work? Where do you work? People that I work with drive me crazy. So it all depends. And then you don't really put it together because you and yourself don't feel, I know we're midlife, but I don't feel that.
Right.
Again, going back to another one of our episodes where we had our family and where, my mother, my aunts, my grandmother, I'm almost 50 and I don't feel like that. But, I did smoke in the past, and I'm only free 6 months now, so very proud. But, I was always shortness of breath, and I put that to that I was overweight and that I was a smoker. And my job is walking up and down stairs to show houses. And honestly, I wanted them to do it themselves because I didn't want to get to the top of those stairs. My knees would hurt. Everything would bother me. I lost a little weight, but I still have shortness of breath when you're going up and down the stairs. So, and I'm not a smoker anymore. So you look at things and you're like, oh, what is it? Could it be that? And then bam, you have sleepless nights because I get 3 hours sleep a night. By the time I actually get in bed and then fall asleep, and you're right, the phone plays a very big part of it because I'm so nosy. I feel like I'm missing something by not scrolling. I want to see what all my friends are selling and what everybody's doing on Facebook. And, and I'm scrolling. I'm like, all right, put the phone down. I put it upside down and then I roll over and I'm like, 15 minutes, I got to pee. Because I was already in bed for an hour and a half, not sleeping.
I use my phone a lot when I'm in bed and it's not good for carpal tunnel.
No, it's...
And,
I was just going to say that.
Yes,
my hands kill me.
My hands are shot. I wear braces to sleep. But I won't do the surgery, and I get hit in the face with it when I start falling asleep. but I pay my bills when I lay down. I have time to actually look at things, and then that winds up getting you agitated.
I never look at my bills at night. I'll die
No,
right
but
there.
I mean, that's when I remember that, okay, this is due, that's due, because
No.
of this paperless shit. And,
Save it a tree. Save it a tree.
Right. So I forget to do it. So when I'm laying down, that's what I do. And then I want to look on Facebook and all this stuff. And you know what? Sometimes I'm just watching, like, shows.
I like Darman.
Like I'll watch. I know that one, as you
What
told
is
me.
that?
They're like little skits, like
Like,
little videos.
you remember Channel 7 used to have, like, after-school specials?
Maybe.
Oh, I guess when it was after my school. But it was
Okay.
like, you know, like, oh, they feel good.
Yeah, like they talk about all different kinds of scenarios. They put like little actors in place, and you know they show like
You know, you share or
Yeah,
you,
you-
like something
Oh,
like that. Okay. So I know who that is. I was trying to think of a funny one that I saw that I was like, oh, okay, you know, that there was a good ending. There was not many good ones though.
No, but I got to tell you, there are some funny people out there on TikTok. I can die. I die.
Oh no, TikTok's
die.
a whole different
I
thing.
die.
If I really don't want to go to sleep, I might as well put TikTok.
Oh, I laughed the whole night.
Right, because I can laugh. But I actually watch clips from shows that I watched or never got the chance to watch. Like, I probably watched more clips than episodes of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
So I stay on Facebook on the audio, like I'm on that. And sometimes I'm watching things I've never watched. And then I'm like waiting to scroll to see if there's more clips.
And then an ad comes on and it knocks you off, and then you can't see the rest of the ending. And I'm
I
like,
don't know what ad you're talking about.
I don't know either. It comes across my screen, it knocks me right off the clip.
She
and-
hit the button.
Probably. I might have fallen asleep. I do that when I'm on the
So
phone with you
then
girls.
but that's what we feel like why we're not sleeping. But the reality is we can't sleep.
I don't
It
like
just
that
takes
reality.
it just takes extra effort. Like
Yeah.
everything you don't realize when you get to a point where you have to change your patterns because your body is changing, and you don't realize it until you realize that what worked before doesn't work anymore. And so then you have to
Stops
figure out an
working.
alternate way to get the same,
It
results.
works for a couple of months and then it stops. And like the marijuana worked for a couple of months, then you try to do every 4 nights and it works every 4 nights, but then it doesn't work any other night. So it's
I don't
horrible.
want to gain weight, and when I smoke marijuana, I get the munchies.
No,
so-
actually, I've seen you smoke marijuana and I don't want to see it.
And then I went home that one time. I went home and I raided my fridge. No more marijuana. It was a one and done.
Definitely, because all you do is laugh. And that's annoying.
I feel like a child when I do it with
Oh,
them.
but and then that causes us to have a lot of pain. And when you don't sleep as much, it causes you to have a lot of anxiety.
And you can't function. Let's be honest.
Oh, I fall asleep at my desk, so I
when I'm
know,
exhausted,
yeah.
I can't work. I can't.
And you don't focus.
No.
One of the biggest things you say, it's always brain fog, but it has something to do with us not sleeping. And sometimes you feel so motivated when you're about to get there, and then when you get there, you're like, what? What was I going to do? I forgot to do this.
There's also an estrogen situation happening in your brain that decreases, and they've found that to be making you forgetful too. So it's a combination of all of that stuff, working together to make you a completely different, have to reevaluate how you do everything to get the
Pretty
same
much.
results. Because for me, scrolling, which I don't normally do, but when I do it, that puts me right out.
Sometimes, I mean,
I'm like done. When I start scrolling, I'm like,
No, most of the time I fall asleep immediately. But the last few nights, like I said, have been really ridiculous. It depends on stress too. I notice that when it comes to that time of the month, it's a little different also. My mood is horrible right before, but I don't even know if I'm due yet. But
I don't know about those things.
I guess, I'm every 28 days, so.
that's nice though to be over it.
But I sit there and I'm laughing at this conversation because so far every day this week I was on the phone with you guys and another friend of mine, Maria Gannon, and all I kept hearing was somebody say, what are you talking about? And I was having a conversation because I was out cold, but I was talking because I could hear people.
Oh, you do?
Oh my God, I fell asleep.
You haven't done that on us this week?
I didn't do it to you last night?
No, last night I cut us off. You were in the shower when we
Okay,
were doing
good.
that show.
Good.
I was like, all right, I'm putting Angelo to say bye because I wanted to get. That's the worst part. I actually went down way earlier than I normally go down, and it took me longer to fall asleep last night. So I think from now on, I just go on my schedule, and my schedule works. When I'm tired, I go upstairs and I go to sleep. So yesterday, I tried to force myself.
Well, after our conversation, and we hung up, and you went to Angela, I said, oh my God, let me go do this. So I go in my kitchen, my dining room, I'm typing some stuff up. Next thing I know, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
I'm like,
That
what?
happens, yes.
And my fingers turned numb because I'm typing. And I was like, I can't feel my hand. I have to go to the hospital. Because I know what's wrong. I really, like,
I'm having a stroke.
I was like this. I was like, oh my God, am I having a stroke? I really felt, and I saw my hand, but I didn't. I'm sitting there, I'm pinching them.
What does that have to do with the hand?
The hand? Well, all your joints, your whole body, all your joints and everything, they're all controlled by what chemicals are inside your body, what hormones and everything. And there's actually supplements you can take to help that work. Like, a lot of supplements are not approved and have no testing.
How many more supplements can you take in the morning?
Oh
Well,
my
I
God,
don't take
so much medicine.
See, here's what I decided to do. Instead of reading about what the supplements do, I decided to Google the study of the supplement. And that's what I did. I read the actual, like the other night, it was the last night or the night before, I read the actual study that was conducted by researchers on this specific thing. It was probiotics. I was interested in which probiotics I wanted to take. And they named them. So then when I went on Amazon to go find my supplements, I wrote down the names of these supplements that actually had research behind them. And I found out that some of the ones that say like women's supplements or whatever didn't have them in it. And I'm like, don't need those. I want the ones that have been studied. So I actually bought one that actually I found two of them in, and then I bought the one on its own. So I'm just going to take the ones that actually have been proven. I'm just not going to take ones that are marketed towards me because I already did that and they didn't work.
Yeah, but you could only take so many things.
I have so many bottles of vitamins. They're sitting in my bathroom, never opened. Who wants to take vitamins? Come on.
Well, the biggest thing for me is rage. I don't know. Has that changed?
Depends on the day.
Right. I mean,
You are a little overly excessive with the rage.
Look who's talking. I mean, I don't even know what to say. When you say something like that, I just look at you like, is she kidding me? I think you might actually be crazier than I am.
I take offense to that.
Because sometimes I'm like, what is she freaking out about?
I get anxiety.
Wow. You're in menopause.
Listen,
So she's got the rage, right?
Well, no, the rage actually goes away after menopause. Perimenopause is all the stuff you have to worry about.
so I like working in Brooklyn. I don't like driving in Brooklyn. I don't like the people how they park in Brooklyn. They drive those
You lived
mopeds.
in Brooklyn most of your life.
I did, but I can't take it
It still
anymore.
sucks.
They double park in the middle of the street. Do you know what double parking is, people?
I know.
Double parking is where you get as close to the side as you possibly could without hitting the other car or a person or the sidewalk. And then you give enough room.
I understand
but if
that,
the
but
block
Staten
is,
Island's so fantastic.
yes, I don't have to ever worry about, even if you double
Here's
park, the
best
blocks
part.
are big enough.
No, this is the best part about Brooklyn double parking. So let's say you're dropping someone off at this house, right? And there's a parking spot over here, but you don't go
But you're
there.
gonna go
You
right in
park
front
in
of them.
front of the house
Exactly.
that you're going to, even though there's a parking spot, 20
Because
feet
God
away.
forbid,
Right?
God forbid, somebody actually has to walk an extra inch.
I know.
So usually when I
Yeah.
drive here on Mondays, right, I'll come down like on 14th Avenue, whatever. Sometimes I'll cut up to 13th, but 13 takes forever to get down. But it's alternate side. So now we have all the people running out of their house, got to move it before everybody else moves it. But why move it across the street from where somebody's double parked?
Right,
I
that
don't
nobody
even
can get
understand
through.
that.
I know.
And then I'll go through, but I'm going to be pissed off if I hit you.
There you go.
And you know who you're going to hit? The double park car. You're not going to hit the jerk that moved too early.
Yeah,
You're
and then what are
hit
you
the
going to
double
do?
park.
And if they're in the car, what do? Do you be nice and give them a wave? You blow them a kiss? Or do you give them the finger? You want to get out and knock their asses out? Like, tell me. But then I calm down and I smile and I keep going.
Rage.
That's why I don't know if I'm in Rage or in Brooklyn.
There you go.
Brooklyn's fantastic.
I beg to differ.
What?
Listen, I love Brooklyn. It's my roots. I love Brooklyn. I can't live here no more. It changed. It's not
All
for
right,
me.
Staten Island's not a whole new world. If you would say that you lived in Jersey, it would be different. But
No.
everybody, still the same people.
I'm not a fan of Staten Island either. I mean, I love the space. You move because you want more space. Like, I feel like in Brooklyn, and
The
especially
houses
me
are on
in the
top of
real
each other.
estate, the houses are on top of each other. I literally used to walk out and my neighbor would be sitting right next to me. She'd be right here. One of my neighbors, when I was in Brooklyn, she had a massive heart attack or something on her porch. And every time now I'm afraid of these things. So every time I came home, I used to kind of see her body on the floor. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get the hell out of here.
Oh my
Like, yeah,
God.
It was horrible.
Oh,
It was, but
Dramatic.
that's how close we
No,
are.
I look out my backyard. When I grew up, I looked out my backyard and I could see the two backyards, behind me that faced my backyard. And we had a really big backyard. In Brooklyn, in my little house, I look out my backyard. I see 8 backyards in the backyard of me because everyone's piled on top of each other.
I just, not that Staten Island's much greater,
Fucking
but
snobs.
Staten Island's not just. But for this, I actually sold my house for more than what I paid for my house in Staten Island. I have an in-ground pool.
Well,
I
isn't
have
that the whole
family.
point? Nobody wants to live there?
So, but yes, it's cheaper to live in Staten Island. Yes.
Cheaper. You can't get your nails done in Staten Island. It cost me $200 to get a freaking pedicure and
Well,
a
it's
manicure.
cheaper to live in Staten, to buy property in Staten
Yes,
Island.
it's cheaper to buy a house in Staten Island.
Right.
Call me.
So, I mean, so you have to spend money getting your nails done?
And you have to get out of Staten
you live
Island.
5 minutes over, like
No, but just you have to either
I'm
go
on the
over a
South Shore.
bridge or take a ferry. It's an
you
island.
can drive through Staten Island in 15 minutes.
Oh my
You
God.
have to pay to get on and off of it, like
Yes.
somehow.
But I have Staten Island residency, so it cost me $3.
But you still have to pay money to get on and out, in and out of Staten Island.
Yesterday was the biggest Easy Pass bill I've ever had. I drove into Brooklyn to do an open house. And then I had to drive Nicole home, who helped me with my open house, so that's a double. Then both my kids decided they're going to drive separately to Brooklyn. So they each drove their car. And then Michael looks at me and goes, Mom? I said, yes. He goes, I forgot to put the Easy Pass in my car. Another $100, because that's a fine right there. So, yeah. Yes, it was
They
about-
charge you $100?
Yep. I have to call them, but I forgot.
Oh, because they don't do that to me, and I never put it out.
You get a violation and a fine. I have to call them and they'll wipe it out. Yes.
I never got a violation like
Double
that.
check.
No, I wouldn't know. It comes to auto payment. I don't drive over the bridge often.
And you didn't use your Easy Pass?
No, I didn't scan. I get that a lot in Jersey, the scanning. Well, the guy that, when I had my car serviced, they told me to put it on the other side. You know how you usually put it on the driver's side? He actually said, because of the way the car is designed, put it on the driver's side,
Okay.
passenger side, and now
Okay.
it works better.
Okay, so but you
I
went-
had no read, but they charged me regular fare. Because
Wow.
I actually thought there was going to be a penalty. Usually I get a notification when there is. So every time my Easy Pass is used, I get an alert.
Oh, see that I don't know. Normally when we go over and you don't have your Easy Pass present,
I mean, maybe in the business account different. I don't know.
I don't know. But all I know is that was another $100. So until I fight it, it's still $100.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, though.
idiots.
Because the license plates are registered under the Easy Pass. It's ridiculous.
That's so
ridiculous.
It's just more ways,
You
you
don't
know.
find that to be ridiculous?
Yeah, I don't even.
Well, you only go to Staten Island by accident,
Right, exactly. I don't go to Staten Island on purpose.
Like what? One time this year, maybe?
No, way more than one time this year.
Really?
In 2025? Oh, yeah.
No, by accident. I'm talking about that you actually wanted to go.
Oh,
I don't remember. I remember you telling me once to the mall.
yeah. I wanted to go to the mall once. All the
Maybe
other
we'll
times.
go to Trader Joe's after work one night.
All the other times were by accident.
That would be great.
Oh wow!
What?
How did you miss the?
Because it says keep.
Staten Island.
No, it could be kind of.
Yeah, because you'd have to go all the
Yeah,
way
It
to the left.
says keep left, and it says keep left.
I mean, I lived here my whole life, but I mean, it could be misunderstood.
So I kept left.
right onto the Verrazano Bridge.
Yep.
Where
there it
are you?
was.
Where are you? Staten Island.
Oh my God!
At least you knew you were in Staten Island, right? Once you went over the Verrazano, I guess.
Well, once you're on the Verrazano, you figure you can't actually
There's
make
nothing
a
you can
U-turn.
do about it.
Right. You're pretty much there, you know.
With half the world, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was like, whatever, because one of the things that I have gone through, as emotional as I can be, there's also another part of me that's just like completely apathetic. I'm just like, I just don't care. You know, it's like, okay, I'm
I
in
think
Staten
you are
Island.
sometimes.
I'm like, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm over the fact that I'm trying to get to work and I'm in Staten Island. Like, I'm over the fact that it said I'm over it. So that's one of the things, I'm always a very emotional person, like just always. And
Not
you.
really.
No.
Oh shit.
so all of a sudden I don't care. Like sometimes I still do. I always cried at like sad movies and stuff, and I always
Me
cried at like
too.
commercials and all that.
Well, you're actually that type of person. I mean, since I started hanging out with you, like, I just hit the tree.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
she's always been that type
Well,
of
I
person.
don't care. I mean, there's some
Like,
things I
whatever.
care. Right. I don't care. I don't have it in me to care about everything. So I choose to care about the most important things in my life, and that's it. And my car is not one of them. I mean, I enjoy it taking me from point A to point B, but
Well, you did bitch when you had to fix it.
yeah, because I had to pay money and because
She didn't want to pay the money.
right, and because I was mad of how it happened, because they lied to their insurance company, whatever, blah blah. But like the other day, I parked. Oh my God, I parked in a peach tree, and
She
I
was
brought
handing
in
me a peach when I
I
drove
brought
my
in
car.
these little peaches into work, and I go, look, there's peaches, and they're like, where did you get that. And I'm like, I parked in a peach tree. And they're
Oh
like,
my God, she
what do you
stole
mean?
peaches from a tree.
No.
She parked in the tree.
I parked in the peach tree. Like, I was trying.
I should have took a picture. How did I not take a picture of that?
I keep trying to get closer to the curb because everyone tells me I park too far away from the curb. So I got really close to the curb and I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And so I rolled my window down to take a picture of what looked like little baby peaches in a tree, but I'm like, a peach grows in Brooklyn since when? So I'm taking this picture, and then when I rolled up the window, the branch was stuck in my car.
No, what about when you close the trunk?
Oh, yeah.
She had to go like this to move the tree. She was literally in the tree.
No, I parked in the tree.
We'll get
but
a picture.
you know what?
It's in the street, that tree. We got to take a picture.
But that's another thing. It's like, I don't care. I don't care that there's a tree in my car.
Free lunch.
Right. I'm like, I want to come back when the peaches are bigger to see if I can eat, to see if there really are peaches, because I'm like, there can't be a peach tree.
Those were definitely peaches.
But I was like, isn't that weird?
When I sold the house on my old block, she had a peach tree and she had...
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh, so there are peach trees in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like
Was
figs?
it nectarines or something? So the lady that owned the house was Italian, and she really planted all these fruit trees. So in the front was like a beautiful like peach tree, and in the back she had nectarines. I don't remember, but she had another fruit tree, and we used to hang out in the jacuzzi and stuff, and they used to flow in the jacuzzi. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. I can't swim with fruit. I just can't. But it was like so good. It was really good.
Can we get a t-shirt that says I can't swim with fruit?
No, it was really good. It was nice. It was nice. It was funny because you don't see that often, like you said.
Right. I was like, this can't be a peach tree in Brooklyn because it's can't.
Then I was doing open houses I'll never forget it, West 13th Street, and he used to come home and he's like, look at what I got it for you. And he would come at the open houses, and it would be like these Italian walnuts. They were to die for. And then you go outside, and you know what she has in her garden? Strawberries. Her whole backyard was covered in strawberries.
Strawberries grow everywhere, so I'm not surprised about that.
Well, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Are pretty hardy.
When I first got married, my landlord at the time had peppers, which I thought was very odd, like the really hot ones, all in the front yard. They were very nice.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
I think it's nice to plant a garden. Yeah.
Well, you can't. I mean, I don't have the patience for it.
No, I don't like bugs, so I'm gonna bypass the garden.
My friend, you know what grows in Brooklyn? A friend of mine
tree.
has a persimmon tree. He planted a persimmon tree in his backyard.
Get out of here.
Yeah, my kids went to elementary school with his kids, so he brought me persimmons. I'm like, I don't even know what one is. And I didn't know how to eat it or anything, but I'm like, oh, sure, I'll try it. I'll try anything. So I had persimmons. He goes, it's kind of like
what is a persimmon?
Yeah. I didn't know what one was, but my dad was always that kind of guy. My dad would bring back like weird like fruit that we had never had before to be tried.
I'm sorry,
like,
is a persimmon a fruit?
It looks kind of like a tomato, but it grows on a tree. I think it's a fruit. It has seeds inside. Oh. And it's very, like, they use it for a lot of different things. When it's seasonal, if you go to any of these fruit stores, they have tons of them. And like he told me how to find the best ones to pick. And they
so
have
if you ever
shapes.
want a persimmon, how do you pick
so
it out?
So it's more on the green side?
No, it was like orange.
Oh,
it's
like
orange.
a tomato, she said, like a tomato.
Well, I'm looking because Amanda's holding it up.
It's orange. It's actually really cool.
Oh.
I'm sure you've seen those at the fruit
like
stand.
A tomato.
Yeah, it looks like a tomato, but it doesn't taste like a tomato. It's got a tomatoey texture, but it's sweet like a fruit. So they make, I guess you use it for all kinds of cooking stuff. I don't know. I just wanted to try it because I like to, my dad would bring home, like I remember he brought home a kiwi when I was a little kid because we'd never seen a kiwi. He's like, here's a kiwi. Here's how you cut it. And he's like, want to try it? He would always like introduce us to do stuff like that. I'm like, okay, give me the persimmons. I don't know. I have to, not that I liked it. I think I liked it.
I think she just liked the name persimmons. I'm crying because she was so confident that we knew what a persimmon was.
And
you do know what it was. Now that you saw the picture, haven't you seen those at the fruit stand?
But Marietta just had to make me laugh.
I try. Yeah, but I'm with you, Al, on that. I can't say I don't care anymore. I say I don't care, and then I worry about how I look or how I sound or so obviously I guess I do care.
Every day she does that.
Shut up.
Me, I'm happy.
I'm happy too. I just would be happier, a little thinner. And
no, but
a little more color. And you never have your arms out. I'm like this walking around the streets. I'm ready.
What? You want to see my dark arm?
Oh my God, I can't. She tans. There is no way that's natural.
Just from being outside.
No, that's just
yesterday I was actually on the porch.
Do it. So oh my God.
But yesterday I was on the porch talking to my mother. I put the phone on the couch. It died. That's how hot it is on my porch. Who got me that house?
Me. You're welcome. Free color anytime you want.
But no, you get great. I mean, like, the sun is so strong over there.
My backyard, you have sun because I cut the trees down, but
I'll show it off now.
if you see my legs, though, you know how white my legs are, right?
Oh, God. Yesterday I was actually rolled up my pants, and I was like, all right, now it's time. But I have the flip-flop mark.
I'm dead. So I never tanned on my legs. I don't know why my legs get no color. So we went to Point Pleasant, went to the beach with my sisters and my kids and everything. And I'm sitting there and we go out to eat and I'm like, I got bit by a bug. It must have been a spider. Something bit me because this leg was like itchy and it was like red, like right here. And she
You
goes,
got burned?
Wait, she goes, that's the summer. I said, no, my legs don't burn. I get home and this leg is itchy and I'm fine. I look and I'm like, oh shit. All right, I got
But I
sunburn.
told you the other day we were talking about it, and I said, you get no color on your legs. Why can't you just put your legs up in the pool?
What do you want me to do, a handstand and stay there?
You don't have... Get like a noodle.
Oh, no. I like to swim. It's my exercise for the year.
You're the one who showed me the remote control chair.
Oh, no, that I have to get for my phone and my drink. So I can just, because every time I swim, my phone rings. So I'd have to run and try to get it. So now I don't have to.
Does it operate from your phone? Probably. If you
Well, I
download
did
it.
order it, but it's not in yet. So I'll let you know.
You did order it?
I did.
I was going to get it for our birthday, but I
Nope.
guess that's not.
My birthday is at the end of August.
Well, you would have it would have been cheaper for me. I
And it would have been for next year. No, because I would have been so excited. I would have been sitting in my living room trying to use it. No.
You could go in the pool up till October.
My heater's not working.
Well, you have a heater. Oh,
It's
you
not
didn't. It didn't
working.
work. Okay.
Javier,
I thought you can't go non-heated pool.
My pool is like 98 degrees. It is so hot.
Well, that's what I tried to explain to you, and you're like, I can't go in without a heater.
No, normally I can't. This year the sun is blasting in my backyard this year. That's why I said it's normally not. This year it is.
It's because Staten Island's so fantastic.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Whatever.
Yeah. But what about you? I mean, you have to care about some things. You care about nothing.
No, actually, I care too much sometimes about things, but not those kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as, like, my appearance, no. I mean, I care. I buy what I want to buy to
Yeah,
look
you
better.
buy nice stuff too, so don't go there.
Yeah,
You
but
care.
I don't come in like you. Like, I can't today. I can't
Well,
do
because
this.
I can't, because I'm so fat, I can't breathe. And you know what? I'm sorry. 10 pounds in 1 month is bull. Okay?
That's a
Actually,
healthy.
the doctor told you it was too much.
It was.
That's because
because it was
I was
actually
going to say
okay.
too much
So hold
to a
on,
healthy
it was actually
loss.
The doctor actually told
18
you,
pounds.
right?
I lost.
The doctor was not happy about it. So you want to kill yourself losing 18 pounds?
No,
I don't understand.
No. Hold on. I think somebody with the way I take my medicine and how I don't really eat, I think I should have
It's
lost
not normal.
a lot more.
Your
than-
body doesn't
No, you
work
need
that
to
way.
burn
Your body goes
something.
into starvation mode and starts hoarding calories when you do stuff
You
like
eat
that.
like 3
actually
pieces
am
of
starving
watermelon.
right now.
Right.
You eat 3 pieces of watermelon.
I could eat a whole watermelon.
If your metabolism is another thing that changes as you get older. So that's another thing that you have to be,
My metabolism sucks since I came out of the womb.
because
But I do care. And I care about my kids.
There you go.
And I care about my close friends, my business, and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't say you.
And she does care about
Wow, for somebody so me.
Shut up.
Elle, I know you care, but you act like you don't.
I care a lot less. It's, I'm getting, I don't know if it's
getting old.
I'm getting discouraged. And and how I really realized that is that I didn't notice my apathy until I had a conversation. I have my kids, my daughter's 20, and she's, when you're 20 and you have all these, it's the young people that fight for change and,
I was 20 and I was partying like a rock star.
No, but I mean all the people that really care about social issues, the young people.
I don't
that,
remember my 20s. Good.
Well, she's like that. She's really like, this is, there's things in this world that are worth fighting for. And I agree with that, but I just don't care anymore because I just don't have the fight left in me. And, my mom, when she was
not her fight
younger,
song.
my mom,
I was going to start singing it.
my
but-
mom was very, was just like that. My mom had an agenda. Like, she controlled a lot of things. She created programs in schools because we couldn't afford to go to private schools, and she needed my brother to be taught correctly. So she created programs, and she did all these things, and she was an advocate of, she was a social worker, so she advocated for a lot of things, and she advocated and she went against the system, and she made new rules, and she was really committed to making people's lives better. And then even she said, when you get older, you just don't have the fight left in you anymore. You're just like, you know what? Because it would surprise me, because I was like, Mom, before you would have like freaked out and like, and she's like, I just don't.
Some issues I'm like that, but
I just don't care anymore.
No.
I just feel like believe me, she still has her issues that she cares about, and so do I, but I'm not so. And I look at my daughter and I say, God, I remember when I really passionately cared about change and passionately cared about things, and now I'm just like, I'm happy just to have my family, and I'm happy just to have everybody healthy and to try to help them and however I can. And I just like, and that's why they say that younger people are better, for change, because
a lot of them are not, but
Yes.
But they have hope. They have a lot more hope. They haven't given up yet.
They have a lot more
hope,
fire.
but they don't have a lot more knowledge, and that's the problem. They fight for things that they really don't know too much about.
But things change, and sometimes older people don't understand that things have changed, but younger people do understand that things have changed, so they can approach it from a perspective of this is how the world is now, not how the world is when you were 25.
But don't you think some of the stuff that she'll fight for, that she talks to you about, don't you think you were like that at some point?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's how I noticed that I'm not like that anymore.
But not the same issues, or
some of them, but some of the issues weren't around a million years ago when I was her age. I didn't have those issues. Like, we didn't have that. So
no, that I understand.
So it's but just watching her fire and her in her eyes when she really truly believes something and advocates for something makes me realize that mine is not there anymore.
Usually when they get a little touch of college and everything, they start
being like their own person, like being independent and having very strong views on things, and they you've learned something, you feel empowered by knowledge, and you want to share that, and you want to help put that forward. And then by the time you're my age, you're like,
you're beat down.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if you don't believe me, so be it. I don't really care. I'm not here to change your mind.
Sean's only fight is who ate his last piece of red velvet cake.
Well, you want your kids to have that voice.
And I'm very proud of that. I want, and it inspires me to take a stand sometimes. It inspires me to think more deeply and to be less apathetic about things that are actually important. Because it's very easy to give up and just say, F it, I'm just going to, eat, sleep,
Yeah, but sometimes that little bit of, it just brings you together with your children. So I understand you want to fight for the same things that she wants to fight for. But sometimes
But you probably don't believe half of the stuff, right?
Mm-mm.
And that's just from a different time that we come.
I try to learn. I try to understand, because some things that I really don't understand at first. I never say, I'm sure, I never is too strong a word. I'm sure I have said this is ridiculous, but I really, really make an effort to understand it from her perspective, because it's not my perspective. And you know what? I'm at midlife. She's at the beginning, and I want to understand what she understands and why, because that helps me understand the world, like what culture is, what our culture is, what everything is. Yeah, so her biggest problem, she says, like, she has these old professors at college, and they're like so convinced that they know everything, because they've been a lawyer for 30 years or whatever, and that they're not open to, a younger perspective. But it's really like everyone should work together, because she knows how to do things that they don't know, and she wants to learn what they know. She just doesn't have the experience. Like all the kids, there's she always talks about, the adults that are in the college, like if someone my age went back to college, I think they know everything because they have all this life experience. But, things change. So I try to remind myself that things change, but I just have to admit sometimes I just don't care.
The adults that are in that college run the world right now.
Not really. No, she's going to run her world, because she's learning, and she's going to, and we're going to be getting our diapers changed in a nursing home.
No, I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
Right.
There's no way. There's no way. Just pull the plug.
Kill me.
Put the pillow over my head and press hard.
I won't
Sit
make
on
it that long anyway. So I got at least 10 more years. The day I retire is the day I'm dead.
People say that.
I guarantee it.
Don't say that.
It is what it is.
You got to spend it.
I got to lose weight before I die. I don't want a plus size coffee.
You'll lose a lot of weight after you die.
No, I need to go first.
Oh.
I don't like space. I need to have space when I sleep. Like, I had to get a king size bed because I can't have things on top. the walls of the coffin on top of me, I'll die.
After you're dead, you
Again.
will lose so much weight, Marietta. You will lose all of it.
So you want like a nice coffin with a lot of room?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get cremated, so just put me.
So what do
in
you care?
Oh, no. I gotta sit in there while they view
Why
me.
should your kids pay for that?
My sister will pay for it.
You'll lose a lot more weight when you're cremated.
Janine.
Why should they pay for it so they could just... They could rent it.
Wait, they gotta take my body out of the coffin too?
Yes.
I thought they bury me with the coffin. They burn me with the coffin. I'll rethink it. Get back to you guys.
It's
next
up to
episode.
you. You can have them do that if you want them to.
I thought they don't.
It's up to you. If you purchase the coffin, they will do it.
That's just dumb. Money going up in flames. Just use the cardboard box. Never. No, you could rent one for your viewing. And cardboard box too.
So I guess this is one of the things when you know you're in midlife when you're talking about your coffin.
I think I'm just gonna have my head frozen until they come back. Golden Girls did it. They had their head frozen, and when they can come back with something what's wrong with their body, they unfreeze them. I don't want to die. Oh, but I would like to be reunited. But no, I don't want to die. I'm good.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
stay.
That's a positive attitude.
Nobody wants to die, but it's going to happen.
Not necessarily.
That's one of those things that actually is necessarily going to happen.
Right.
There's not
You're
many things that
guaranteed
are
to die.
necessarily going to happen, but that's one of them.
In life, that's what happens.
You might not meet Brad Pitt, but you will die.
That's all right.
Like Angelo always tells me when I say, "Oh my God, you're getting so big," he goes, "That's life."
Aw, that's cute.
And then I'm like, "But that's what he says, so that's life. You're gonna die."
Yeah.
I hope you live.
No, I just want to live to see my grandkids and to see my kids get married. Know they're safe. Know they're okay. I don't want to be old where somebody has to walk me and take care of me. I don't want to go to a nursing home because I'll kill everybody there. I just want to be in my home, wherever my home is, until I'm ready to go, and then I'll check out and do what I got to
The
do.
nursing home takes you to Atlantic City.
Yeah, but if I'm in a nursing home, that means I can't really walk and do anything. No.
Oh no, they put you there because they don't want to take care of you.
Oh my God.
Then people got to watch me walk with a wheelchair, move the chair so I can go right in front of the slot machine. And we can't get to the 3-car poker table.
Yes, we can. If we
No, we
want,
can't.
if we put down enough, we will.
What are they going to do, raise us
We get
up?
our own room.
Have fun?
Although maybe New York will allow us to play online by then.
But we can't act like we're there and drinking. No, I want to go, but not when I'm old. I got to drink
I
and have
definitely
fun.
don't want to be next to her in the nursing home. When she tells me this Ozempic is still not working.
I'm going to be like a size 0. Ozempic and Phentermine, they're not working.
I'm blind and I have no kidney and
My blood pressure's really through the roof.
that's how it goes. But well,
Done.
Marietta is one big symptom.
Yeah. Well, one of the important things I hope that people take away from this, besides God knows,
I don't even think anything, but okay.
yeah,
Just have fun with your life.
is that
Fuck it.
when you have a lot of these symptoms and they seem like they're unrelated, but it's like, my knee hurts, oh, I can't sleep. They seem totally unrelated. Even your doctor won't necessarily look into midlife as the reason. So try to find someone who will listen to you about that this could be the problem, because there are solutions to the problems, and some of them, you just have to take a test and find out how your hormone levels are doing or whatever it is, because they do affect your joints and they do affect your brain and they do affect your sleep and they do affect all of these things. So, you don't necessarily have Lyme disease, which is what I always think that I have when something's wrong. I'm like, I know I have Lyme disease.
I'm dying.
Yeah. But it could just be, signs of perimenopause or just signs of middle age. So, that's just something that you might want to consider, because it's not considered for you by many people. So thank you for tuning into the Midlife Mafia. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Fuck it.
Please subscribe and follow us on all socials at Midlife Mafia.
Welcome to the family.